What is up? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. It is Sunday night, it is Enduro time. You join us, it is season 4, round 6 of the SSBB Esport Endurance Championship, and things are really hotting up here in the championship. If we quickly have a look at the points from last week, and of course I'm sorry I wasn't here last week, so things have continued in my absence. However, like I say, things are really hotting up. If we look at the points here, currently we've got Jake E in first place on 85 points. Second, we have McFlurry Twist on 75 points. Third is Death Raccoon on 72. Fourth is Alex Wilmot on 68. Fifth is Melty on 62. Sixth is Dens on 57. Seventh is Venture 26 on 54. Eighth is Mr. Bombastic on 54. So tie there, nothing in it between these three. And ninth is Davide on 41, and bringing up your top 10 is CRT Chaos Converse with 40 points. We're almost ready to jump into qualifying. We're just waiting for one more member. I'm gonna set the mood. I'll be right back. So we have a few guys that are running a bit late. Good evening, everyone. Not sure if everybody can hear me, but we are just waiting for a few guys. It's adders we are waiting for. I need to just check if everything is good there. Alrighty, so we're just waiting and we'll get confirmation now, but it's a very good turnout tonight. Obviously a lot of people like this circuit, so yeah, we just almost ready. Why don't we jump on board? Let's go do a hot lap. I am in my magnificent Mustang. So let's look at this thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Just see, no one's coming down the main straight, so let's see if we can try get a decent lap in. Obviously I'm not an expert, but braking marker is kind of there on the right, this little black box. Here you have to get the car turned, so there's different lines people will take going through here. I've been trying different lines in here. I'm trying this wide entry. It seems to be working for a lot of people. Obviously don't want to run out of track there. You've got to get the car nicely stopped here and rotated. Don't get on the power too early and feed it out. This corner is really tricky. You have to brake earlier than you think. You carry a lot of speed. Be careful of running wide on the exit. I really battle with that corner. Here you have to carry a lot of speed, and also just be careful on the exit. You don't run too wide, otherwise you'll pick up a penalty. Have a bit of brake. That's also a tricky corner, and that corner you seem to be waiting forever. This corner I always mess it up, so like I just did there. That little chicane is critical to getting a good lap. So I see adders. Let's try getting a good lap here. Brake there at the black board, get the car turned, carry speed through here. Wait for the grip to come. You've got to get on the power at just the right time. Let the car kind of run out. There we go, that's better. Have to be really patient there. Same as that corner, you have to be extremely patient and wait for the grip to come back at you. Same there. Let's see if we can get this thing stopped here. Such a weird corner, this. Important thing there is to try and maximize your speed onto the main straight. 0.07 down on my original time, 46.777, so not a bad time. So alrighty, I think we're gonna get this show on the road. Just letting the guys know. I've received word that some of the guys are going to be late, so I think we're going to get this show on the road. Let me let the people know. Man, the times the guys are throwing down are really good, but I've also had the sum total of 0 practice, so it's definitely not an easy circuit. There's a lot of pace available, but let's see how these guys get on. Venture 26 quickest by half a second. Okay. Alex had the quickest time, so this Mazda just sounds phenomenal, man. So let's see, a couple of cars out. Listen to the sound of this thing. Absolutely glorious. Oh, who's that? Getting a massive tank slapper there. Not sure. So, Jake E out on the track first, warming up his tires. Not sure you need to do that if you're running, well, I guess especially the soft tire. You have to be very careful with the amount of grip you utilize. In Evo, in that red, white and blue Jaguar is looking absolutely gorgeous. I love the color scheme in that Jag. Third is McFlurry Twist. He's shown a lot of really good pace. So this is going to be a good close race. I think a lot of really quick guys in the top here. Obviously Alex is one of the quickest we have. In fact, I think anyone in the top 5, 6, 7, 8, they're all super quick and they've all won races. So oh, Alex getting a bit of a slide there. That's not ideal. Guys pushing very hard to try and stay flat through that second part of the chicane. That's where I was battling. So we see Alex take a very wide entry to turn 1. This also was what I was getting wrong there, is that entry. Alex on the soft tire, so let's see what kind of lap time he can put down. The soft tire, you have one go at it. You've got your out lap, and then you use your tire, and then you're not going to get the same pace out of the tire. You might get close on one more lap, but then the tire's gone. So if you want another chance, you have to go back into the pit, change the tire, then you still have your out lap, and then a second bite at the cherry. So this is quite a high loading circuit. See Alex coming through that hairpin in this section. This is really tricky. Be careful not to take too much curb there. Get the car stopped and lined up. He rides a lot of that curb. Doesn't ride the second curb. So let's see. 44.3. That is a good time. The Finn second at the moment. 1.6 seconds behind Alex. So let's see. Alex 44.3. Second is Venture 26.6. 45 dead. Third is Mr. Bombastic. Very close to Alex. It's a very good looking Toyota. Oh, Venture getting it very loose there. It's gone back to the pits. Third, Mr. Bombastic in that Toyota FT1. Also on the soft tyre. Fourth is Spage Finn in the Mercedes. Fifth is Death Raccoon, also in the Mercedes. Sixth is Denz in the Nissan Skyline. Lawrence Dupree joined the room and left the room. So, interesting. I raced with Lawrence a long time ago. Seventh is Jake E. 148084. Eighth is McFlurry Twist. So McFlurry's on the hard tyre. Davido also on the hard tyre. 11th is Ian Evo. He's kind of pitting now. He's on the medium tyre, looking for a second bite at the cherry. Alex keeping it parked, a 44.3. Man, that is a very quick time. So Venture coming through onto the main straight again, looking for another hot lap. He's obviously changed his tyres now. Let's see if he's got anything in response. Using every single bit of that circuit. Looking very, very good as it goes through the top section of the circuit, and sorry, I'm just keeping my eyes on him. It's very clean. 2 minutes remaining. Will anybody be able to get close? Jedi Jonah is looking good. P3 for Jedi Jonah so far. So critical to do exactly what's required. Oh, looks a little unsettled there. This car is moving around a lot, but it's how you have to drive it. He goes quicker, closes the gap a bit, but Alex has 0.5 in him. So Jedi Jonah out in third place is really good turn of performance for Jedi Jonah. 45.5. Venture on a 44.9. Fourth is Mr. Bombastic. Sorry, my arm's going dead. Fourth is Mr. Bombastic on a 45.6. Fifth is Page Finn, a 45.9. Jake E, 6 on a 46.4. Seventh is Death Raccoon, 46.7. Eighth is Dens, 2912 on a 47.0. Davide in the Viper on a 48.2. 10th McFlurry Twist, also on the hard. So the hards, Davide is on the hard, so that's what the last of the hard drivers are. In Evo did a really good time, mid-pack on the medium tire. So it's final lap for Venture 26, he's parking it. He's had enough. Mr. Boombastic out in third place on the soft. He's gone quicker, 44.93, so it's very close at the top. Alex at 44.3 is a very, very good time. Adders, good racing guys, sad not to be there, have to speak to the wife for an hour now. Sorry bud. So, interesting, I'm gonna have to just make sure I capture this. Really good show from Jedi Jonah. Fourth in that car. Great to see. Then Eva on the medium tire. He's got quick. I think he's the first of the mediums. Quickest on the mediums. So someone went quicker. The Finn went quicker. He's on the soft, so he finally got a lap in. So Ian Evo is still the quickest on the mediums, then it's Jake E on the mediums, then it is Death Raccoon on the medium, then it is Dens on the medium, then it is Davide on the hard, and McFlurry on the hard. So, McFlurry and Alex sporting the 5-Star Racing livery. 5-Star Racing is a proud sponsor of the SSBB Esport Endurance Series. In fact, they're a proud sponsor of all of our series, and we are very grateful to have them on board, just like we are Futu Mods, Dirt Nurse, and Genetsu Motorsports. So there's confirmation of your qualifying results, and we're about to jump into this race. It's about to get spicy. Hello to all of our viewers. Let's see who gets off the line first. It's Alex and Venture. We can't see the lights. Oh, there are the lights. Alrighty, so can't really see, but it looks like the Finn had a mega start. He's had a fantastic start. And it's a long run down to turn 1. So the Finn out into first place. That was a mega start from Spage. And the FT1 of Mr. Boombastic coming through, looking to capitalize on that phenomenal start. I think Alex just bobbed it off the start. So the Flying Finn taking full advantage of that mega start. Out in second place, it's Mr. Boombastic and Alex going head to head through that really tight section. So Boombastic, he is looking very racy tonight. He had a phenomenal start. Alex down to third place, just hanging on, and not sure what it is, if Alex is already fuel saving. We'll just have to see. So the Finn showing exceptional pace in that Mercedes, Patronus coloured Mercedes. really tight at the top here as they come into this very tight second gear hairpin, probably even a first gear corner. Spage currently leading, and then it's Bombastic in the FT1, and then it is Alex in the 5-star Racing Alfa Romeo. Fourth is Death Raccoon. We wanted to keep our eyes on this train of cars as they come through here. What a glorious sight. So the Finn getting mega drive onto the main straight. And we drive on board here with Mr. Bombastic. And I'm not sure if Alex is pushing him along. And he went mega hot into turn 1. And it's very close between these guys. But the Finns pushing hard. Oh, Bombastic runs it wide. That's going to allow Alex to get alongside him. And Alex looking for the place, but it's just not there. Bombastic was very lucky to get away with that. So out in 4th place it's Death Raccoon, and he has Venture 26 for company. You can see out in his mirror there. Oh, Venture 26 getting it really loose in the back there. So sorry, this Mercedes of Death Raccoon out in 4th place. 5th place is Venture 26 in that absolutely glorious sounding Mazda. 6th is Jake E, your current championship leader, looking really solid in the Porsche. 7th is Ian Evo on the medium tire. 8th is Dens in the Skyline on the medium tire. 9th is Davide, first of the hards, and 10th is McFlurry, and Jedi seems to have gone off. He's on the medium tire. Jedi's got damage, and McFlurry out in last place on the hard tire. The Finn opening up a gap now, 1 second gap. That Mercedes really is lightning on the soft tire. The guys maximizing their time on that hard tire, on that soft tire, apologies. So 1, 2, 3, the 3rd place is Alex, is really opened up 1.8 second gap to Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon is on the medium tire, so this is the medium tire scrap. It's Death Raccoon versus Venture 26. And this is really good driving from these guys. Phenomenal to see. Venture on the soft tire though, so Death Raccoon once again giving everyone headaches on the medium tire. Very quick driver, lots of potential. Great little dice developing here. Little bit of contact between those two. Venture maybe just giving him the hurry up and saying, come on buddy, you're holding me up here, you need to get on with it. So very close there, so we must look back at Venture now. Death Raccoon is I think that pass was inevitable. That Mazda has phenomenal straight line speed, and so does that Mercedes. So Venture up into 4th place, and that would have really hurt his tires. So he has to put his head down now and try and just maximize his time. He's got about 2.7 second gap to the front runners, who are all on soft tires, and the bunch behind him is they're all on medium tires. So the Finn still out in front. He is on the soft tires, got about a 0.6 second gap. It's going to open up to 0.9 now. Perhaps Mr. Bombastic just making a mistake. Alex dropping down. Now if we look at the fuel between these three, Alex is definitely fuel saving. In that little 4-cylinder Alpha 4C. And then comes, I think we should call it the anti-fuel. This thing is an absolute screamer. And it just looks and sounds phenomenal. Glorious. Wonderful from Mazda. Death Raccoon and Jake E getting very friendly here. And Jake E looking for a place to pass. He's getting very close there. Oh, Death Raccoon making a mistake. Jake E also trying to maybe get out of the way. And that's allowed Ian Evo to get up alongside him. So if we drive on board with Death Raccoon, we can see the dice between Ian Evo and Jake E coming down into turn 1. So Jake E braking a little bit later, Ian holding a bit of caution. So let's just go back and see what happened here. So we saw Death Raccoon running it over the curb there, gets it really loose over that curb, and then just Jakey tries to just avoid Death Raccoon, and unfortunately that hurts him. So your leader still has a 1 second gap over Mr. Bombastic, holding firm, looking really quick and solid in that Mercedes. Second is still Mr. Bombastic now. When are these guys going to pit? Tell you what, Alex is doing a phenomenal job of fuel saving. Really, really good job. Fifth, Venture 26. So this Mazda is not that bad on fuel, and he is 2.3 seconds down the road. So still lots of work to do, but he is in this race still. He has tire, he has fuel. So not much less than Alex. Look at Venture and Alex, it's very close. Mr. Bombastic, that Toyota seems to be very thirsty. Bombastic making a lot of mistakes. We saw on Friday he just was a bit scrappy and pushing very hard. So nothing in it between these three. I'm in the gap. Spage to Bombastic 0.7, Bombastic to Alex 0.5, Alex to Venture 1.8. So Venture getting a bit racy now, but Alex doing the best in terms of fuel saving. Bombastic is going to have to go into the pits now. Now remember that these drivers have to change. Whoa, that was a bit deep on the brakes there. He misjudged his braking point quite badly. So that's allowed Alex to close the gap, and yeah, Bombastic really getting it loose there. So Alex gets up alongside. And not sure what is happening. Bombastic just lost a lot of momentum there. And Alex is, yeah, so the two leaders, 1 and 2, coming into the pits. That means that Alex is now your race leader. He has enough fuel to continue, but that whole little episode has resulted in Venture 26 closing the gap on Alex. Now Venture has next to no fuel, so he's going to have to pit anyway. So Alex really would just, it would be sensible for him to just continue on. He's done a phenomenal job at fuel saving in that car. And great work from Alex, great work from Venture. Let's just go back and look at that incident between, it was Spage Finn, sorry, it was Bombastic. So if we look at Bombastic here, they go into this braking section and I think he just overcooked it and went into the side of Spage. He gave the position back, but that allowed Alex to get right up along, close the gap on him, and you can see him drifting away there, hanging on for dear life. And he manages to get ahead of Alex, somehow stays in the lead. Alex fuel saving quite heavily here, so not too worried about taking the position. And in the end, Alex still leading this race, still has laps in the bag on the soft tyre, so doing a phenomenal job, doing great lap times. Venture will go into the pits, Alex will stay out. He's probably got another 2 laps in it. That's really good work from Alex. Okay, he won't start for 2 laps, he's got 1 more lap. He'll come in this time. So, where will he come out? Not sure. Denz is currently second. He's on the medium tyre. He still has fuel. Still has fuel, still has tyre. Perhaps a dark horse in this race. McFlurry Twist going long. He has been fuel saving like an absolute machine, like we know he is. Same as Davide. I say fuel McFlurry. Wonderful job from McFlurry. On that hard tyre. The tyre doesn't matter, the fuel matters. That's what matters. So great job here. And each driver has to change and use each type of tyre. That means 1 session on the soft, 1 session on the medium, and 1 session on the hard. The hard is a lot more durable, but this circuit not extremely heavy on tyres. Fuel consumption is more of a factor in this race, so it will really come down to how you manage your fuel consumption and your pace. So Alex going into the pits now. He has 2 litres left. Denz on the medium tyre, still doing well. He will lead this race now. And third is McFlurry, getting followed closely by Davide. So, interesting times. Denz in the lead with a 7-second gap. He's out of fuel. Honestly, I think that McFlurry has come off so well here. I mean, we are 44 minutes into this race. Apologies, we're 15 minutes into this race. And we've done about 9 laps. So you could expect to do about 40 laps in the circuit. And McFlurry doing a great job. Full saving. So third, the Finn is third. He's gone onto the soft again. So he will have to stop 2 more times. He's decided a second round on the soft is required. Denz will come into the pits. McFlurry will come into the pits. Alrighty, so the Finn is going to end this lap leading the session. So the first Finn playing the gamble, going for the second, going for softs second time in a row. So next stop will have to be either medium or hard tires. It'll be interesting to see. So the Finn probably going maximum attack here. Looks like he's using a lot of fuel. So all the fuel, all the power, maximum attack for a little bit of a session, and that'll give him hopefully some good pace, good space advantage rather over his competition. Saphalicious has joined the room. Welcome, Saphalicious. So, second, Bombastic, and then Toyota on the medium tire now. Third, Venture 26 on the hard tire. Fourth, Jake E on the hard tire. Fifth, Alex Sim Racing. Six is Dens. So Alex went to the hard tire. Dens on the hard tire as well. Flurry on the medium now. He's going to go back to the soft. Death Raccoon on the soft tire. Davide out on the medium in that Dodge Viper. Jenna Jonah on the hard tire. Doing the stint, and in Evo on the soft tire. So interesting how this is played out. The Finn using absolutely all the tire and not all the fuel. I think he is on maximum attack to try and open up that gap and try and just give himself enough breathing space so that when he changes to the medium and the hard tire, he has a gap that he can manage. So very clever racing. It was intentional, but we'll see if it works out. So the fuel consumption very high in this Toyota. Venture on the hard. Also using fuel, not really that little, now lap 12. Maybe these guys have just said, well, we're just going to go maximum. See what we can do. So, interesting. Also don't know how much fuel they put in when they start, so Jake E working hard, your current championship leader. He is on the hard tyre. Yes, Alex behind him is also on the hard tyre. God, Alex is moving around a lot. Great shots on board this Porsche Jaggies. We got out to Alex in that Alfa Romeo. Up to 5th place currently doing the stint. Let's go back to your leader and see how much fuel he has used. So he most likely will be able to do another lap with this fuel. Hasn't really gone much quicker. 45.0. 145.0. Just gonna say, I see a 43.6 there. So I'm not sure why it hasn't updated on the fastest lap. Lap 7 is a 43.6. That could be his pitted lap, so it doesn't count. So the Flying Finn will come into the pit now. I don't think he has enough fuel to do another lap. Looking good, looking comfortable. 14-second gap over Venture 26. So Venture will also have to stop now. In 4th place is Alex. He still has half a tank of fuel. Alex will most likely do one less stop. Where is Alex? He's coming through there. $47.48. So Venture 26 and the Flying Finn both in the pits. Jack E coming around. Still got plenty fuel. Same as Alex. Still plenty fuel. So this is full position now. And both these drivers exceptionally good. Both of them fuel saving. Not much in it between the amount of fuel that they have. 3rd is Denz, also on the hard tyre, but very, very similar fuel. Getting quite punchy with McFlurry out in 3rd place, McFlurry in 4th place. Looks like that Skyline is just battling a bit mid to exit corner. It's right on board with McFlurry as he chases down Denz. Oh, he has to be a bit careful there. So McFlurry getting good drive. Denz keeping left. I think that's what it means. That Skyline is so quick in a straight line. as they come into turn 1. McFlurry's going to be able to take it, and he should be able to, but Dens hangs it around the outside, so McFlurry eventually getting past. Dens giving him the let's go on board with Dens. No one behind Dens, so Dens has work to do, but McFlurry seems to be just a bit quicker. So your leader, Jake E, about 2 seconds ahead of Alex. And if we look at the fuel consumption, Jake E's out of fuel. Alex still has fuel. Oh my God. Third place man, 4.6 seconds behind Alex. McFlurry, the dark horse in this race. I think McFlurry's in for a really good shot. Jake E coming for fuel, so Alex leading the race now. The 2 5-star cars leading the race. Alex in first, Venture 26 second. One mid-mount, one rear engine, rear mount. Beautiful shots. Gap down to 3.8. This is going to get spicy. This is definitely for the race, for the lead. We're on lap 16. We've done half an hour. We're halfway through this race. And both the strategy these drivers have employed is exceptionally good. They're 2 very, very good drivers. So McFlurry slowly closing the gap. McFlurry on the medium, Alex on the hard. Alex has 1 more lap to go. McFlurry could still go another few laps. That Porsche seeming to be very good. Dens also has time. He has time, so the longer you are able to stay out, the less pit stops you have to do. So Alex out in first place. So when he pits, not sure where he'll come out. Page perhaps behind Mr. Bombastic, because Venture 26 has stopped, but that Mazda is using a ton of fuel. Venture is just going maximum. So it's very interesting how you can manipulate the car with the accelerator. Mid to exit. I don't like to do that. It's like to get on the power and stay on the power, but not always easy because the conditions change all the time. the vehicle load, the tire, the grip, the amount of fuel the car has. So Alex in the pits. McFlurry has another 2 laps, I reckon. Den's also in the pits. Interesting. So the Finn is now second. Now the Finn has been fast. Who was that? Bombastic. So the Finn, sorry I'm jumping around so much. The Finn is on the medium tire. So he's been doing a great job on that medium tire. Okay, McFlurry will have to come in. Now, depending on what happens when these guys come in, we are halfway through. We've done 2 pit stops, so possibly one more after this one for McFlurry. And for Alex. So beautiful work from McFlurry. He's still out in first place. He's got about 11.5 second gap. He is out of fuel, however, but he has only stopped once. So this is going to be his second stop. A lot of the other guys have stopped twice already. Means they might potentially have to stop a 4th time. So McFlurry into the pits. And it's going to allow Spage Finn to come through. Now the Finn has stopped twice already. And he has used a lot of fuel in this session. So that's interesting. Where's that going to put him? I suspect he is on a 3-4 stop strategy, whereas McFlurry and Alex are on a 3-stop strategy. Venture in second, same, probably on a 4-stop strategy. Just looking at Jake E now, the German colors, beautifully colored Porsche. So the Finn's still leading this race, that Mercedes. Eight seconds down the road is Venture 26. Now the Finn has used more fuel. McFlurry out in 6th place. He's just behind Alex. 3.8 seconds behind Alex. So McFlurry on the medium. Alex on the medium as well. Interesting, McFlurry's on the medium. He was on the medium already, so means he's going to have to stop again. The Finn out in 5th place. So Venture 26 leading this race. The Finn has stopped. Jake E in 2nd place. He's on the soft tyre. He's closing the gap to Venture 26. Jake E has Death Raccoon behind him. Death Raccoon also on the soft tyre, but very low on fuel. Venture 26 is out of fuel, so he will have to stop at the end of this lap, and it's going to put him somewhere around behind McFlurry. Very tight corner there. Need to get the car lined up slow enough to take that curb. Second, Jake E. Jake will stay out. He still has half a tank of fuel. Death Raccoon into the pit, so Jake has Alex behind him. Alex coming through now onto the main straight. Alex still has a lot of fuel. Gap to McFlurry, 5.2 seconds. So McFlurry fuel saving very heavily. McFlurry is going very long in this tyre. So these guys will have to stop one more time for sure. Look at the pack developing behind McFlurry. Ian Evo on the medium tyre. Den's out in 5th. With Jedi Jonah right behind him, 0.6 behind him. Den's on the medium tyre. Jedi Jonah on the soft tyre. 7th, Mr. Bombastic on the soft tyre. 8th, Spage Finn on the hard tyre. Oh, the Finn running wide there. He's going to pick up a penalty for that. So if we go back to your leader, Jake E, still doing phenomenal laps on the soft tyre. 47. .45.7 is his quickest time. In the background you see Alex come through turn 1. Alex on the medium tyre. Third, McFlurry Twist, also in the 5-star racing Porsche. The gap to Alex is 6.2 seconds. The gap to Ian Evo, 2.1 seconds. Ian Evo will have to stop soon though, because he's done quite a bit of driving pace. Issa, welcome. Luke in trouble. No fuel. Evening JSM. Evening Issa. Glad you're with us. Great to have you with us. This red, white and blue car looks good. Colors suit each other. So, Luca, Death Raccoon. Where is Death Raccoon? He's just stopped. He's on the soft tyre now. Sorry to miss the race. Sorry, bud. Unlucky, man. It happens. Adder's also missed it. Unlucky, bud. So, back to your leader. 8 second gap over Alex Wilmot. Alex Sim Racing. Ian Evo's just gone into the pits. Second is Alex Sim Racing. He's got a 7-second gap over McFlurry now. Alex doing a good job to fuel save and maintain his pace. McFlurry also doing a good job to hang on in there. Here in the back end, Jedi Jonah out of fuel. Mr. Bombastic is just battling, man. He's going off everywhere. It's the same on Friday. Just battled a bit. Not sure what it is. Six dens in that skyline. Still has fuel. Bombastic not so much. Jedi has none. Jedi will have to stop now and refuel. So McFlurry twist, 1.4 second penalty. Doing well. Alex with phenomenal pace at this track. .47.2. So Jakey in the pits, 7 liters left. Not sure how this is going to play out. 15 minutes to go. We've covered 75% of this race. Now, I can tell you what's going to happen now. These guys are going to push. One more pit stop. When will they pit? That's the question. Well, they want to pit late enough so they can go onto the soft tire and give it maximum beans on that soft tire. Because the soft tire has a massive drop off, and although this is about fuel saving, you can really pick up significant advantage on the soft tire and overall race pace. So I'm not sure if McFlurry is trying to go all the way here, but he needs to change again. He hasn't run on the soft tire. He's run on the hard, he's run on the medium, and he changed to the medium again. So he needs to go to the soft. Alex has run all the tires. He's done the soft, medium, and the hard tire. He's not going to go to the end of this fuel. So he needs to change. Now the question is, will he go to the soft tire? Will they be able to do 10 minutes on the fuel they have left? Oof, it's going to be very close for Alex. He is pretty much out of fuel. McFlurry is still doing well. So same as Dens. This is a good turnout for Dens. So Alex is going to have to stop, and he's going to have to stretch that last bit of his last tank as far as possible. He's got a 7-second gap over McFlurry. So Alex has pushed really hard. He's come from didn't have the best of starts. He qualified on pole, phenomenal lap time, but didn't have the best of starts. Bogged out on the start and lost track position. Got down to third. Started slugging away and did a great job in his overall average race pace and fuel saving. He's done a wonderful job. So the thing is, you want to do one more stop. And there's still 13 minutes left, although by the time he gets out, probably only have 10 minutes left. So it is theoretically possible Is he going to do the undercut? This is going to be so close. So he goes in, he has to. He has no fuel left. McFlurry will take the lead in this race. You can see he's literally has zero laps left. So Alex, let's keep an eye on when Alex comes out of the pits. So McFlurry and Denz both go over the line. They still have time. Both of them on the medium tyre. Both of them have significant fuel. Denz will pit at the end of this lap. McFlurry will pit. I reckon he's still got 2 laps to go. So we'll see when Alex comes out. What is the time? McFlurry stretched it out to 9 minutes. It seems he was so pretty much 12 minutes to go. Alex is going to have to be extremely light on fuel to make it to the end. This is going to be very close. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but man, this is going to be interesting. Ian Evo behind him. So Alex is now on the medium tyre. Interesting. Decided to stay on the medium. Ian Evo on the medium. So Ian will have to stop again. Alex is going. Okay. So Alex is going to go maximum. And then stop again. Not sure why he didn't go to the soft tyre if he's going to go stop again. Not sure why he didn't go to the soft. McFlurry eking it out, so Denz, you'll see he's out of field. He will stop now. McFlurry will go one more lap. It's really about time. Maximizing your time on the tank. Even for McFlurry, it's going to be very close. Denz now in the pits is good for Denz. Really good turnout. Venture 26 on the soft. So Venture 10 seconds behind McFlurry. He will stop again, probably to go to the soft. McFlurry will probably also stop to go to the soft. The thing with the soft tyres, it drops off so bad. Alex in 7th, he's used quite a bit of fuel. Gotta be so careful. McFlurry doing exceptionally well, so McFlurry will definitely pit at the end of this lap. It's going down to the wire. Go on, fellas, says Jurassic Jam. Thanks for the support, buddy. Really great racing from these guys. And brilliant strategy. McFlurry's always been an exceptional strategist. And sure, not sure how this is going to play out. Venture 26 will also have to come into the pits. He's 8 seconds behind McFlurry. He's closing the gap though. Very interesting. This really is going to go down to the wire. Venture will have to be very careful. So he's pushing to close that gap. And then it's really going to be a dice to the end. But again, it's all about the fuel. McFlurry's got, I think he has timed this absolutely perfectly. I remember he did about 9 minutes in his first stint. So I'm not sure if he has anything left in the bag in terms of time, but very, very good. Jake E out in 3rd, so he'll go move into 1st place. So McFlurry. What's Venture gonna do? What's McFlurry gonna do? Alex in 2nd place. Alex is going maximum attack. McFlurry comes out in 3rd. McFlurry on the soft does not put 100% fuel. Okay, so this is going to be a dice to the end. That's how this is going to go down. Jake E also pretty much the same fuel. This is very interesting. So they've obviously worked it out. Jake E in a brilliant position. This is really good from Jake. Didn't see that coming. 8 seconds ahead. Wow. Alex second on the medium, but has McFlurry right behind him. He has to make it to the end. McFlurry done a phenomenal job in this race. So has Alex. Jake E really did not see that coming. He has time and fuel, but he has to be careful. He has 8 minutes and he has 8-second gap to Alex. Alex about a 2.5 second gap to McFlurry. Alex on the medium tire. McFlurry's used a bit more fuel than Alex, but McFlurry has a lot more tire, so his overall pace can be significantly quicker. So it doesn't have to, you can use the same amount of fuel and get the quicker lap time and just slowly close the gap. I'm not sure if they'll be able to catch Jake E though. Jake E manages this, which it looks like he is. He is going to win this race, and I did not see that coming at all. That is a really phenomenal effort. So 1.6 seconds the gap now. 2 5-star racing cars going head to head in this endurance race, and what a turnout it's been, man. Venture's car sounds like an old F1 machine. That is correct, Jurassic. Let's just go back to that thing. Listen to it. Yes, please. Looks like he's about to take Jedi Jonah. If we go back here, McFlurry is closing the gap. So Venture did just pass Jedi Jonah. Let's go back and see that. Got him through there. So Venture on the soft tire. So Jake E now 6 seconds behind Alex. He's fuel saving heavy to get to the end. 6 minutes left, half a tank of fuel. McFlurry's closed the gap to Alex. Alex has half a tank of fuel. McFlurry has half a tank of fuel. McFlurry has soft tires. Alex has medium tires. Alex runs it very wide there. Unfortunately, a mistake from Alex that's allowed McFlurry to get past. And now Alex is going to sit in the slip. What is he going to do? Is he going to try and overtake McFlurry into turn 1, the 2 5-star cars? McFlurry has the better edge grip and excuse me. So it's all to play for here. The fuel consumption is exactly the same between these three. Jake E has a 5.2 second lead over the two behind him. He's played this so well. 5 minutes left. McFlurry second with 5 minutes left. Pretty much the same fuel. Alex third. A bit more fuel than McFlurry. McFlurry's obviously been gauging his fuel tank. He knows 5 minutes left, nothing in it, so can almost start to put the hammer down. But these guys would obviously know exactly when they're doing 47s. It's Alex. McFlurry doing 45s. So McFlurry's already opened up a 0.7 second gap. Brilliant work from McFlurry. Brilliant work from this man. Jake E did not see that coming. Phenomenal effort. It's not the fastest, no, but well, 44.9. Very good lap time. But pretty much 4 minutes left, the gap 3.7 seconds. McFlurry second, quarter tank of fuel. Alex third with just over a quarter tank of fuel. Fourth is Denz. He is on the soft. He has pretty much just over a quarter tank of fuel. 6 second gap to Alex. He'll have to drop the hammer if he wants to catch them. Venture on the soft tire, half a tank of fuel. He's maximum attack. 6 Page Finn. Hasn't worked out for Spage. 7th Davide on the soft. 8th and Evo on the soft tire. 9th Bombastic on the hard tire. 10th Gerard Jonah on the medium tire. 11th Death Raccoon on the soft tire. This man is managing the gap. 2 minutes 45 seconds to go. 2 minutes 40 seconds. The gap 2.6 seconds between Jack E and McFlurry. Jack E on just over a quarter tank. McFlurry just under quarter tank. So McFlurry is using all of the fuel available to him. And he's going to have to watch. So he'll have this lap and then one more lap. 2 more laps to go. 2 second gap. Can McFlurry close the gap by a second a lap? I'm not sure he can. Jackie has fuel. The next thing is tire. McFlurry has a lot more tire but a lot less fuel, so Jack E has time and fuel on his side. He can push maximum. McFlurry can't. McFlurry has to be cautious. Still in a bit of a fuel saving mode, so but the gap's down to 1.6. Once McFlurry gets into the slip, will really be able to help him along. McFlurry pushing the boundaries with this fuel. Oh, he has to be careful. Oh, he has to be careful. Jackie has fuel. No tire. McFlurry is running out of fuel. Alex has fuel. So Alex still might be in a good position yet. Doesn't look like it's working out for McFlurry. He has to be very careful. Denz and Venture 26 are getting very friendly here, and they go into the hairpin, but Venture manages to get up into 4th place. So let's just keep our eyes on McFlurry. He has to be very cautious now to make it to the end. Gap is 1.3, but I'm not sure he'll be able to push to close that gap. He's not really in the slip. He might pick up a slight advantage, but this man has done a phenomenal job in getting this car home, and did not see it coming. Credit to him. Really great work. McFlurry really has to just nurse the car home now. He's pushed hard to try and catch Jack E, but which he has done, but that came at the cost of fuel. And Jack E had a lot more fuel. He had a lot of time, and therefore he could really use the fuel sparingly, whereas McFlurry's been pushing to try and close the gap, and in the end used a lot of fuel to do that. You can see Alex has closed the gap to 3 seconds now, so McFlurry really just getting the car home. Really fuel saving. JQ, what more can we say? He's also pretty much out of fuel. These guys have done so well. So JQ coming through the last part of this chicane, and we'll be ecstatic to see that checkered flag. McFlurry out of fuel yet? Pretty much is. So Jake E coming over to win the race, first place. McFlurry just makes it home, probably runs out of fuel. Alex comes home third, that was almost. Venture 26 fourth, fifth is Dens in that skyline, and sixth is Page Finn. Phenomenal race, phenomenal. Wow, such a great dice between those top four. McFlurry almost ran out of fuel. In fact, I think he did over the line. So brilliant work by all of them. But Jake E, what a spectacular job, my friend. Well done. I'm going to capture the points. I'll be right back. Sorry, talking to myself. But basically, thank you for joining us. Have a great week. We'll catch you guys later. If I can find my mouse. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.